The saying is, if you want to improve something, you need to measure it. Well, have you considered how important it is to validate your improvement by looking into the way you measure things? A boxer thinks he's getting better at boxing because he's hitting the heavy bag better. Is that a trustworthy measurement? A basketball player wants to work on his shooting skills, so he lowers the height of the hoop. When he's done, he realizes, I made a lot of shots. I must be a better shooter now. Is that an accurate measurement? A pitcher says he wants to work on his control and command, so he stands 20 feet away from his target, and he notices, wow, I'm hitting the targets a lot more consistently. Is this an accurate measurement? No, none of these examples are accurate measurements if an athlete's improving. Just because a boxer hits the heavy bag better and the bag's not punching him back doesn't mean he's going to be a better boxer. A basketball player practicing shooting on a lower rim doesn't mean he's going to be a better shooter in a live game when the rim's 10 feet tall. And a pitcher who stands 20 feet away from his target but is 10 for 10 for hitting his spots doesn't mean he's going to be 10 for 10 when the target is 60 feet away now. Neuroscience 101 explains to us if you want to accurately see if your performance will improve under game conditions, one needs to replicate those game conditions. And this is one reason why players aren't developing as fast. It's because during their hitting practice, they hardly ever duplicate what happens in a real game. One simple change you can make is to start changing your fake BP patterns to real full wind-up like patterns, or like throwing from a stretch positions with runners on base, and move back further. Our hitters need to learn how to account for real visual patterns in game-like depth perceptions. Pitchers don't practice their control by throwing at a target 20 feet away. Basketball players don't practice their shots on a 7-foot high basketball rim. And neither should baseball players spend most of their time doing hitting drills at hitting depths that don't resemble the actual game. And here's one more note about development I want to share with you. I've done decades of research on this topic. No one gets better at hitting until they figure out this concept. That you're not trying to hit the baseball, but rather good hitters try to outsee the baseball. It's called eye-to-hand coordination. The bat just follows the eyes. Neuroscience 101 tells us this, that hitting is a dynamic, interceptive motor skill. And what controls this motor skill? Your brain does. And the reason why your son's development is stalling is because he's trying to hit the ball too far and too hard. Change a hitter's mentality to one that says all you need to do is outsee the ball from both ends of the flight path, from point A to point B, and you'll see your son's hitting outcomes in games begin to soar. I'm Dave KIRILLOFF, languageofhitting.com, and here's the good news. Everything your son or your daughter needs to learn about how to outsee the ball, I explain to the audience thoroughly in our 6.0 Best Hitting Drill Ever online hitting course. So sign up and get our hitting training today. Your son, your daughter, they're worth it. Their baseball clocks, their softball clocks are ticking. Together, let's help them to be the best hitters they can be while they're still young.